minutes which is left out for this class. So in that 40 minutes, we need to learn some new topic. So last 10 minutes, I'll be checking your homeworks. So meanwhile, I'll just try to share the screen and write down on the board. 1 minute. This is not for your class. Okay, don't worry. But I think you are able to see the board. This IP has become very slow now, sir. 1 minute, children. One minute, I was just trying to clean up this board so that I can start your class. Yeah, okay. So I think yesterday's class we have learned about motions. Okay, what are the different kinds of motions we have? We have learned about direct motions, indirect motions, controlled motions, uncontrolled motions. Okay, now we will learn like how the motion takes place in a straight line. So we will be learning in this class like motion in a straight line. Okay, before learning about motion in a straight line, you have to understand what is origin or what is reference point. So you have to understand what is reference point or what is meant by origin. You have to understand this. For example, if I say a school, let us say that this is a school. Okay, okay, so this school is a new school, let us say, and nobody knows the address of this school. Okay, then how I describe this school? I will take a reference point or I will take an origin point. For example, there is a railway station located here. Let us say there is a railway station located exactly to the north, let us say, to the north direction, 2 kilometers, let us say. Okay, there is a school which is newly established. So, what is happening is nobody knows where this school is located. And I want to tell this school address to some new stranger. So, railway station is a prominent place which is known to everybody. So, what I will tell you, what I will tell is, I will tell it is exactly located like north, towards north to railway station. You please come 2 kilometers from railway station. So now here railway station is something which I am taking it as origin. Okay, or I can call it as a reference point also. I can take it as a reference point. Okay, so this can be called as a origin, or this can be called as a reference point. Why I have given this example is I want to make you clear, or I want you to make you understand what is meant by origin or what is meant by reference point. Origin is something which an object starts moving from, or a reference point is something, it is called as it can be called as an initial point. It can be called as an initial point from where a person or an object begins their journey, okay, or start their journey. So when you learn about motion, you have to understand what is the origin point or what is the reference point. Okay, 1 minute, children. So now we will slowly try to understand how the motion takes place in a straight line. So yesterday, erratic motions I have explained you. I have given you homework also. Two activities I have given you, I think so. Like when a passenger is moving in train, that is one example which I have told you. And
In
one more,
classroom wall.
yeah, in classroom, like in regard with the wall also, I have given one activity. Okay. So when I want to explain you regarding the motion of an object in a straight line, I will tell you one example. Please understand. For example, let us say there is an object at point O. For example, there is a point O. Okay. So I am standing here, let us say, or you are standing at a point O. You are standing at a point O, and you have to reach, okay, you have to reach a point A. Okay. You have to reach a point A. So in middle, you will come across two stops. Let us say the stops like it is C stop and it is B. So you are standing at point O and you have to reach point A. Okay. So while you are traveling in your journey, you will be coming across two points like one is C point, another one is B point. So if I want to calculate the distance, like what distance I have traveled from point O to point A. What is this, sir? Okay. It's okay. So when you want to travel, see you are traveling from point O to point A. Okay. And in middle you have two points like C and B. So if you want to calculate the distance that you have traveled from O to A, then I'm writing here the distance also. We will calculate it. 5, 10, 15, 20, okay, 25, okay. Okay, this is point C, let us. 1 minute. Okay. This is point C. Again from point B you have, okay. And then from B to A, again you have points like 40, 45. Please note it down all these points in your running notes, because we are not giving any separate notes now. So please note it down. 60. So finally this A point it has reached. Okay. So these are the distances. These are all distance from one point to other point. So if I want to calculate the distance of O and A, then it is 60. Okay, it is 60 kilometers. Then now what I'm telling is, first I have traveled from point O to point A. So the total distance I have traveled OA is 60 kilometers, let us say. And again, what I have done is, I have traveled from point A to point C. Okay. This is second step. I have traveled from point A to point C. So what is the distance traveled by me from point A to point C? Anybody? Point A to C, what is the total distance I have traveled?
15.
120.
120.
I'm
120.
talking about
120.
only AC. Point A to point C. I told from total O point to A point it is 60 kilometers. Now
Ma'am, 35.
yeah,
25.
35.
it is
20.
35. It is 35
35.
because I was just telling you it is from point A to point C. So you have to measure like this. It is 5, 5, 5. So 5 plus 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then 35. Okay. Here you have again 35 missing. Don't worry about it. Okay. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. If you calculate the total distance between A and C, so 5 plus 5 plus 5, if you go on, then 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and 35. Is it clear to you? Students? Are
Yes,
you
ma'am.
clear with AC?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So if I want to calculate now the total distance covered by me, then how I can calculate is, I can calculate it with OA plus AC. So then it will be like, 60 plus 35. How much it is?
95.
95.
95, ma'am.
95.
95, ma'am.
95 kilometers.
kilometers.
Okay. So why I am telling all this is all examples to understand the motion in a straight line. So if you want to understand the motion in a straight line, so you have to understand by this example. Okay. The simplest
Ma'am?
type of
One doubt, ma'am.
yes.
Ma'am, here we took AC, ma'am. We can take any value, or only we have to take AC.
No, what I'm telling is, what is your name?
Abhinaya, ma'am.
Abhinaya is standing here. Okay, let us
Hmm.
say. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
This is Abhinaya if you write. Okay, Abhinaya is traveling from point O. Okay. And
Okay, ma'am.
she has traveling throughout the way, and she has reached a destination called A. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So in middle you have 2 points again. One is C point, another one is B point.
B point.
So Now, what is the total distance traveled by Abhinaya from point O to point A?
60 kilometers, ma'am.
Okay. Then what Abhinaya has done is, Abhinaya again she has traveled from point A to
Point
point C.
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 Point A to C,
Point C.
crossing B. In middle it is having point
B.
B. So what is the distance traveled by Abhinaya from point A to point C?
35, ma'am.
35.
So if I want to calculate overall distance or overall journey
90.
that Abhinaya have made, how will I get
95.
that? I have to
95.
calculate
60 plus 35.
Yeah, I have to calculate 60 plus 35. It is
95
nothing but
kilometers.
95
A
kilometers.
plus AC. It is 60 plus 35. It is 95 kilometers. This is overall distance covered by or overall distance traveled by Abhinaya. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Abhinaya, is that what I have reached you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
The simplest type of motion is the motion along a straight line. So if you want to learn about motions, the straight line motion is one of the simplest type of motion which you can understand easily. Okay. You have textbooks with you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Everybody is
ma'am.
having
Yes, ma'am.
you have opened your textbooks or you have not opened?
Yes, ma'am.
Open, ma'am.
Open. So I will just read because when you are again reading in your home directly from the textbook, you will not understand some points. So if you can, because here to explain or to write all the things on the board, it will take a lot of time and simply period will be completed for writing on the board. If you have textbook with you, just open. I will just read and explain you. You can open page number 99.
90.
99 if you
Yes,
open
ma'am.
page number.
Okay,
So you will
ma'am.
have a chapter called motion in a straight line, motion along a
Yeah.
straight line. Okay.
Ma'am.
So then you just see it. The simplest type of motion is the motion along a straight line. So now we shall first learn to describe this by an example. So I have already told you, consider the motion of an object moving along a straight path. Whatever the example I have given you, it is a motion which is taking place along a straight line. Okay. So the object starts its journey. Here Abhinaya is our object now. So Abhinaya is starting her journey from O. I have already told she is starting her journey from point O, which is treated it as reference point. I have already explained you clearly what is meant by reference point. Somebody has unmuted yourself. Please mute yourself. Okay. This is the reference point. O is the reference point here. Okay. So I was telling like Abhinaya was traveling from point 0, which is treated as reference point. Now let A, B, C represent the position of the object at different instants. Means now Abhinaya is an object. So she was traveling through points called C, B, A or A, B, C. So they are the positions of the object at, means she was coming to a point C and standing there. Again she was going to a point B and again she was going to point A, which is the final destination. So then what is happening? Again she is reaching to A final point and again she is moving back to C. Okay, through B, through a point B. Again she is moving back to point C. So C is the final destination of Abhinaya. Okay. So then the total path, you can just look into the next paragraph. The total path length covered by the object. It was clearly mentioned there. The total path length covered by the object is OA plus AC is 60 plus 60 kilometers plus 35 kilometers. It is 95 kilometers. So hope you can understand this. Is it clear to you all?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So even in your textbook also you can just refer it. So this is the distance covered by the object. So to describe distance, we need to specify only the numerical values. So here 95 is a numerical value. We can describe distance through numerical value. Okay, with the help of numerical values, we calculate the distance. Is it clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So there are
Yes, ma'am.
certain quantities
Yes,
which are
ma'am.
described by only numerical values. Okay. So any physical quantity, if you take, okay, yesterday I was talking to you about magnitude and displacement. Yesterday I was talking to you regarding magnitude and displacement. Can anyone tell me what is magnitude? Can anyone tell me what is magnitude? You are looking into your books again. Very, very bad. Yesterday I have explained you very clearly what is magnitude, what is displacement, and what is magnitude of displacement. I have just asked you to read and come also. Now again when I'm asking you regarding magnitude, you are just referring to your books. Nivedita, can you tell me what is magnitude? Nivedita? Nivedita, respond. What is magnitude? Hiranya, respond.
Ma'am,
Yeah, tell me what is magnitude?
ma'am, magnitude refers to that the maximum or greater extent of size.
Maximum.
Ma'am, and direction of the object.
Yeah, it is the maximum or greater
Extent of
greater
size.
extent of size or distance
Direction
covered
of
by
an
the
object.
Direction object.
size, direction, and you can call it as distance, size, direction, as well as distance traveled. Okay. Then what is displacement? What is displacement?
Ma'am, how far an object is placed?
Yeah, when an object is placed from point O to point B, okay, and from point B to point A, then how far an object is placed, or when an object is displaced from one point to the other point, then it is called as displacement. Then
Ma'am,
what is
and overall position,
it
ma'am.
is
Overall change of
also.
position.
What is magnitude of displacement?
Ma'am, shortest distance between initial
Shortest
and
distance,
final
initial
point.
point and final point, ma'am.
So magnitude of displacement is the shortest
Distance
From
between initial and final point.
shortest distance between initial and final point.
Final point.
Point.
Initial and final points. So like few of you have done well, I mean few of you have read it and then you are able to tell me back, but few of you have not read this, so that you are not able to tell me properly. I can understand it. We'll go back to our example now. So now we are talking that Abhinaya has traveled from point O to point A, and in middle she is having, okay, in middle she has 2 points like point C and point B. Okay. So again,
Okay, ma'am.
when she has reached a point A, again she traveled back. So we are talking like Abhinaya, okay, want to reach point A from point O. So she has in middle 2 points. Okay, let us say the point C and point B. This is one way journey she has done. The second way of journey, again after reaching point A, she is again going back to point C. In middle, she has to touch point B. So I said the distance
Hello.
is, yeah, who is speaking? Anybody speaking? 5, 10, 15, 20,
20, 25,
So this is the
30,
distance measurements I have given. I'm writing here 30,
35,
again
40, 45, 50,
35,
55, 60, 65,
40, 45,
50,
50,
55,
55, and again
60.
60. Okay. So the total distance covered by Abhinaya is from point O to A is 60 kilometers. And again in the return journey, she has traveled from A to C. The total journey covered from A to C is how much?
35 kilometers.
35
35
kilometers. So if I want to calculate the total distance that Abhinaya has traveled or total journey, overall journey, then I will get total distance by the help of a formula called OA plus AC.
AC
Okay.
is
So
equals to
this
35
OA and
kilometers.
AC is like 60 plus 35,
95,
which is like
95 kilometers, ma'am.
95 kilometers.
Ma'am, I have one doubt, ma'am.
Tell me. Tell me.
Ma'am, in that example that O is moving to A, no, ma'am.
Mm.
That person. Again, why from A it is not going to initial point, ma'am?
Because I need to explain few points like what is mean. For example, if it is again moving to A to O, the distance
It is 60 kilometers.
see the distance traveled. See, magnitude is nothing but the shortest distance between that example is there that also I will explain you. But anyways, you have asked the doubt now. So for example, Abhinaya is traveling from O to A, let us say, and again if she is again reaching a point O, then can you tell me what is the magnitude here?
60.
No,
60.
I'm talking about magnitude. I'm not talking about overall distance. That if it is overall distance, then what happens? It is 60 plus 60 is equal to
120.
120.
120. It is overall
120.
distance. Okay, I'm not talking about overall distance. I'm talking about magnitude here. Or I can tell it as magnitude of displacement. The exact terminology is magnitude
Same.
of displacement. OA, she has traveled, and again from OA to AO.
AO.
Okay.
Ma'am, 25, ma'am.
No. I will explain you that point again. That is actually secondary topic. The primary topic, let me complete so that I can go to that topic, because you will be confused if I start explaining all the properties at the same stretch. You will not understand even the single property. Okay.
Okay,
So
ma'am.
now we will complete with this.
Okay.
Okay. Please look into your textbook. Again, you will read in your textbook. So if you do not understand what is written in the textbook, you will face a lot of difficulty in understanding. So I'm just reading out what is written in the textbook. The total path length covered by the object is OA plus AC. That is 60 plus 35. It is 95, which have I already explained to you. So this is
Yeah.
the distance covered by the object. Okay, I have already told you it is the overall distance covered by the object. So to describe distance, we need to specify only the numerical values and not the direction of motion. I have already told you we will calculate the distance by the help of numerical values. Okay, so there are certain quantities which are described by specifying only their numerical values. Okay, So the numerical value of a physical quantity is its magnitude. So for any physical quantity, its numerical value itself, it is magnitude. Why? Because magnitude is nothing but the total size or the total distance or the total direction of an object is called as magnitude. For example, if I say this ball is having a weight of, let us say, this ball is having a weight of 1 kg, if I say, then this 1 kg is the magnitude of this ball in numerical values. In numerical values, this 1 kg will be like the magnitude of this ball. Okay, so that is the point defining is the numerical value of a physical quantity is its magnitude. So from this example, what you have to do is, can you find out the distance of the final position C? So C is a final position of the object from the initial position O. Here he is telling, for example, Abhinaya is traveling from a position O and she is reaching a point called C, let us say. Okay, so he is asking you to do this activity. Actually, this is an exercise which he is asking you to do. So what he is asking is, example, it is an example. Can you find out the distance of the final position? This is the final position. This is the final position that Abhinaya have traveled. Okay, so from point O is an origin or it is an initial position. Okay, so what the example is, can you find out the distance of the final position C of the object from the initial position O? The difference will give you the numerical value of the displacement of the object from O to C. So this distance, that overall distance, let us say the overall distance traveled from O to C, here I have already given 25 kilometers. If I take it as 25 kilometers, then what is telling is the difference will give you the numerical value of the displacement of the object from O to C. Could you able to understand, students? Abhinash,
Ma'am.
is it clear to you?
Okay, ma'am.
So Abhinaya is traveling from point O to point C. The distance is 25 kilometers. Then obviously, what is the numerical value of the displacement?
Ma'am, 85 kilometers.
No, we are talking about second example here. I told you already it is 25 kilometers here. Here Abhinaya is traveling from point O to point C with a distance called 25 kilometers. I think the screen is viewing to you. So numerical value of displacement is nothing but it is 25 kilometers. Okay, I have already told you displacement is nothing but the shortest distance measured from the initial point to the final position of an object. Till here it is clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All the points whatever I have told,
Yes,
is it
ma'am.
clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Once I will just check up, like, how many members have understood this.
Okay.
For example, Hiranya respond.
Ma'am.
Hiranya respond.
Okay, ma'am.
Can you brief whatever I have explained till now? Hiranya, can you brief whatever I have explained till now?
Ma'am, can I say?